Over the last few days, Parkland TV and film student producers were convening in the Student Television Network Conference. Ethan Earthquake Silver won first place in weather. Eric Wood, Caleb Diaz, Luca Penn, Xander Blickley, Matt Yeager, and Nolan Montez won third in silent film, and Callie Seckler and Taryn Merrick won honorable mention in anchor team. We also won Outstanding News Magazine for our monthly news show, Parkland Profile, and distinguished for our daily morning news broadcast in the Broadcast Excellence Awards. And now here's Ethan Earthquake with the award-winning segment.
Good morning, STN. This is Ethan Earthquake Silver here with your 5-day forecast for the great city of Lincoln, Nebraska. Today will be 40 degrees with a 40% chance of snow showers throughout the day. Tomorrow will dip down to below freezing before Sunday brings us back up to 50 degrees and sunny skies. Monday continues with a streak of warm weather with a high of 60 and almost no chance of rain. Later this week, Tuesday and Wednesday will be warm and rainy, with Wednesday hitting 70 degrees in the afternoon. Looking forward, the upcoming forecast is showing more spring weather, which is always welcome in the Great Plains. Unfortunately, being in the Great Plains leaves Nebraska vulnerable to tornadoes. We've just been informed of a tornado watch for Hayes and Frontier counties. Because conditions are favorable for a twister, we recommend to stay safe by preparing a possible shelter and staying up to date with all the latest weather coverage. We'll update you soon. From STN, I'm Ethan Earthquake Silver.
In sports news, tonight, boys volleyball will play Freedom away at 7. Good luck. Now over to Brooke with a look at World Language Week.
This past week was World Language Week. Here's a look at some of the moments from World Language Week.
Make sure to follow our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at Parkland TV Film, and check out our website, parklandtvfilm.org, for updates, broadcasts, and exclusive content. I'm Maya Choksey.
And I'm Chloe Chase. Have a great day, Parkland. Now over to Maya and Mrs. Steinball with Motivational Monday.
Hi, Parkland, and welcome back to another Motivational Monday. I'm Maya Choksey, and today we are here with Mrs. Steinball.
Hi, I teach economics, but before I was a teacher, I was a lawyer. When I was growing up in the 1960s and 70s, there weren't many female lawyers, but I never felt like being a girl was a barrier to doing anything that I wanted to do. I was a good student, and my parents, and especially my teachers, encouraged me to aim high, and I am so grateful for that. When I started working, however, it became very clear that the men in the firm were not used to having women around that had the same job that they did, and the way they treated me made me feel small, inferior, and unimportant. So I spent a lot of time wondering whether I was smart enough or skilled enough to keep up. Then one day, one of the senior partners in the firm, a man whose court cases made the front page of the New York Times and whom we all idolized, called me into his office and asked me to do some copyright work for a client. I did the work and brought it back into his office just a couple of days later, and to my surprise, he looked at me wide-eyed and said very quietly, "How did you know how to do that?" And at that moment, I realized he didn't know how to do what I just did. I didn't have to be like him to matter. No one knows everything. I wasn't just good enough. I added to the skills of the firm, and I never let them make me feel small again. I switched firms, and there I was invited to teach what I knew. As a teacher now, my goal is for all my students to understand that they each have something the world needs. But since this is Women's History Month, let me say to the women of Parkland, your perspective, your creativity, your resourcefulness, your knowledge, you are not only enough, but essential.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Steinball. Have a spectacular Monday, Parkland. Bye-bye.